know the protocol, you know what to do. If they kick you out, you know where to go to. If they shut us down, you know to come back, because we are going to return again and again and again and again to preach this very wonderful gospel that Elohim Chukwokika Biama has mandated us to preach on this very earth. I welcome each and every one of you sincerely from the bottom of my heart this very morning. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. We are doing these programs, of course, we did some yesterday and today. Today is our regular question and answer session, where very shortly the lines will open. I will give you the lines once again. The lines will open and you can be able to reach us. What I'm trying to say is that we have been doing a series of programs in support of those who are protesting on the ground, young men and women, some of them that had relatives whose lives were cut short by the Nigerian police and the Nigerian army, as a matter of fact, or should I say the Nigerian state. People are fed up, they have come out on the streets. I am encouraged, I am enthused by what we have seen so far, and we must pray for them also this very morning as we prayed for them yesterday. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of IPOB all over the world, the director of Radio Biafra, and also Biafra Television. I welcome you this morning. For those of you who are getting ready to call, please try to take it easy if somebody is speaking. Please take your time. Let us listen to them as well. I will try as much as possible to take as many calls as possible. Please do try to bear with us. I will release a new number. That number is for Signal. Signal is an app as well, please, and a very secure one at that. Signal. I will release the number very, very shortly after our prayers, so that some of you can join us via that very platform as well. You must tell your friends and your family, your relatives this very morning, especially those of them that slept at the protest grounds this very morning. Some of them are listening to Radio Biafra. It is very, very important that they understand that we are with them and we are making every arrangement possible to provide whatever help or support that we can to sustain them through this very difficult period. To us, they are our heroes. All those young men and women out on the streets, they are our heroes, and they deserve to be given a hero's treatment. But first of all, we must pray this very morning. We must bow our heads wherever we are to call upon the Most High Elohim Chukwokika Biama to take pride of place in our lives. Almighty God in heaven, the creator of all that we can see, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega, the author and finisher of our faith, you that created man in your own image, you alone is our strong defender at this very troubled time. And you are our ever-present help in times of trouble. That is why we call upon thee, O Heavenly Father, to imbibe a spirit of resilience, a spirit of enlightenment in your children who are out on the streets, trying to bring to an end an era of misery and pain and death upon their lives, an era of hopelessness foisted upon them by those that claim that they are their fathers, foisted upon them by those that claim they are their elders, put upon them by those that claim that they are their leaders. Give them discernment as you have demonstrated to us that you have given to them yesterday. Give them understanding. Give them resilience. Give them resilience. Above all, give them determination to see this through to its end. Watch over them. All these young men and women, watch over them and defend them against those that want to kill them. You will defend them against the very filthy, wicked, insidious elements within the Nigerian army, the Fulani Janjaweed. Protect them against SARS who are still killing them. Protect them, O Heavenly Father, against corrupt politicians. Protect them against thugs that will come after them. Protect them, O Heavenly Father, from those that see nothing and do nothing. Defend them, Almighty One of Israel and of Biafra land. And all of them that are out on the streets defending our lives and our liberty, because that is what they're doing. These brave men and women are your children, O Heavenly Father. Protect them that they may serve you justly and honorably in pursuit of justice and of peace. Grant them courage and strength in this very time of need, because they are now our servicemen and our servicewomen. All of them out on the streets, they are serving humanity. Bring them safely home to their families at the end of this very battle. Make them to become the pillars of our communities and our societies. Turn them into those leaders that even Obasanjo in times gone by said that these are the leaders of tomorrow. They are demonstrating leadership on the streets of Nigeria. Give them strength, give them courage, give them wisdom, give them discernment. All this we ask by the only name above every other name. Now and forevermore we pray. He say, we have handed them over to the mercy of the Most High. If you're out protesting, you must be of good conduct. That is the number one lesson you must learn. You must be very good. Do not be aggressive. Explain to people who do not understand why you are doing what you're doing. Take your time to explain it to them. I am sure that even the thugs that Tinubu sent yesterday with Sanwo-Olu, that by today they would have had a change of heart to understand that all you brave men and women out on the streets, you are fighting for everybody. You are fighting for a better society. You are fighting for a better pay for the police. You are fighting for a better pay for even those who are in the army. You are fighting for clean, potable water to your homes. You are fighting for free education, or should I say affordable education. You are fighting for dignity of life. You are fighting so that people will not have to trek all the way from Ogbomosho to Libya and risk their lives crossing the Mediterranean Sea to get into Europe for a better living. What you are fighting for is for the dignity of black man. You are fighting for genuine freedom in Africa. I personally salute and encourage each and every one of you. God is on your side. History is on your side. Now is time to make that history. Now is time for those of you who are leaders amongst you. One day you will rise up and say that in our time we did something to end the cycle of misery and of pain. Now is that time, and we salute each and every one of you participating. I am going to give you the numbers to call this very morning, and please listen very carefully, I beg of you. Listen very, very carefully. If you are going to call us to speak, which shall happen very, very shortly, please, I beg of you, this is the number you are going to call. If you please will bear with me, I will get this number for you to call. Please note it down. This is for calls. If you want to make a call, because the other WhatsApp number I will give to you, because we've been thinking and agonizing. Some of you cannot get through. So what we are going to do is this. Rather than you struggling to try and get through to speak, you can leave a message. You can leave a message on this other WhatsApp line that I will give to you. If you leave that message, I promise you I will play that your message and answer your questions. But in that message you're going to leave, you're going to give us your name, where you are calling from, where you come from as the zoo if you're outside Biafra land. And then in less than 2 minutes, ask your questions and give us a closing remark if you have one. If you don't have any closing remark to make, just give us only your name, where you are, where you're calling from, that is where you come from, and then you ask your questions. Send it on a message. That is what we are going to do. I'm going to give you 3 numbers this morning. Please take your time and note it down. Take your time and note down these numbers and the purpose that they serve. What I'm saying to you now is, if this number I'm going to give to you is not for calling, it is for you to record your message and leave your message on this very platform. Once you leave your message, I promise you this morning, I am going to play it. I will play it. This is a live program, please. The number for you to drop your messages, it can be written text message. You can even text in your questions and I will answer them. I will read them out. You can send a voice note on this very number. I will play it. But please, please, please do not call this number. Only leave your voice note, your recorded message, or should I say recorded questions, and I will play them. That number is only for two things: recorded messages and your text messages. You can write in your questions, you can send in your questions in a written format, and I will address them. I will answer them. That number is +49. It's a German number, +49 162 730 6732. Do not call this number, please. I beg of you. Don't call this number. Send your voice note, your questions as a voice note, or you send us a text message, which is your normal WhatsApp message. Give us your questions, and I promise you, I will answer them. I will address them. Please. Now, I am going to give you another number to call, especially for people who are at protest grounds this morning. We would like to hear from those who are either going to these protests or they are at the protest ground already. We want to hear from you. The number to call is +44 79 51 27 8705. I repeat, +44 79 51 27 8705. We want to hear from people. We want to make them understand that we should allow people who are attending protests, those who are at protest grounds, to give us live update as to what is happening where they are. Very, very important, please. From tomorrow, we are going to have reporters at the grounds. At the grounds. Very, very important, please. At the grounds. Very, very important, please. We need to hear from people. Very, very important that we hear from them. Very, very important we hear from those who are at the grounds. Once again, this very morning, we have listed out how you can listen to us. If one platform is problematic, you switch to another one, please. We have loads of them. IPOB Community Radio, Radio Biafra app. We have Sweet Radio. We have Simple Radio. We have Tuning. We also have YouTube. All these platforms are working. If you have issue with one, yesterday we asked you to download all of them. They are low data usage. These are low data. They don't cost you. In fact, it is more expensive to listen via Facebook than to listen via any of these apps. Please, that is what you must understand. I said, please, no calls. On the number that I gave, on this number that I'm going to give you now, it is not for calls. Only for your recorded voice messages and for your text messages. That number is +49 162 730 6732. Only for your voice recordings. Only for that and for messages. And to tell you how it is going to work this very morning, I am going to play I am going to play a recording that was sent in to me earlier. And I did promise that our sister that I am going to play this her voice recording, and that is what I'm going to do this very morning. Please, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be pimping casting out this morning, please, for goodness sake. I have never heard this before. It is now just coming this morning. Unbelievable. Let me play what the sister sent so that people can understand what needs to be done. Listen.
Hello, Nnamdi, Kanu. Good morning. My name is Chinasa. I'm from Owerri, Imo State. I live in Lagos. My question this morning is, I'm trying to reach you last night, but I couldn't. My question this morning is, this Lolita Amoshe, the great harlot, I'm asking, does she have children? They cannot advise her. Tell her that what you are doing is not good. Even this Yohanos Endoshi and then Dagro. I don't have children. They can advise, Daddy, what you are doing is not good. From our own time now, we have open eyes. Maybe you are doing all those rubbish when we are small, we couldn't know anything. But now everywhere is open. Tell them to advise their father. Tell their father that what they are doing is not good. Everybody is fighting for your own people. They are fighting for their own pocket. On my own prayer this morning, Ohanes Endoshi and Norita Moshe, they will never have peace. They will never have peace until they enter grave. Even the children that see what is happening now, they supported their father. They will not have peace. They said in Igbo adage, they said, everything that they are doing, they will receive it. They are their children. Hence, their children cannot stop them. They are their children. That money, they will not be alive and eat that money. They will die, and Biafra will come by the special grace of God. Mazi, I praise you. I pray for you. I say, any evil against you, will back to them. Anybody says what you are doing is not good, that person will not be alive, and Biafra come. That's my prayer this morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. That was a message. That was sent as a message. And that was what I said to you, that I will play it, and I have played it. I have played it. Thank you very, very much, my dear sister. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I welcome that. And now the other lines that I gave to you is for calls, and we want to hear from people either going to protest or about to go to protest, or those of them on the protest ground. I have a caller on the line. Can you hear me? Your name and where you are, please.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Okay, my name is Shigozirim Abasero. I'm calling from the zoo, Abuja.
From Abuja itself. What is happening in Abuja this morning? Are people still going out to protest, or have they given up?
I'm about to go now. We are preparing.
Very good.
One of those I got from the dog.
Sorry?
2 days ago.
You're one of those that did what?
I saw one of the victims.
Of the thugs?
3 days ago from the dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, I got wounded on my hand. They smashed my car. So, but nothing is happening. We are still going back today. I already packed my car on the mechanic. We are still going back today. Nothing is happening. But what we need here, many of us are hungry. Many of us are hungry, and those that are bringing food, water, they almost stop everything, like times 2. Even bottled water now is 200 naira in the beggar on that bridge. Even food, we can't even buy food to eat. So we need help from anywhere. Just like yesterday, the people that brought rice, ordinary rice or this thing, they sold it almost 400 naira a plate. And we don't have any money, we don't have any support right now. I'm talking to you. We are going back, I'm preparing. Even I got some wound on my hand. So nothing is happening in Abuja. We will not give up. We'll never give up. All we need now is support. we need support. Men slept on the bridge yesterday, but I went out, but I have children. So I'm going back this morning. Many people slept at Beggar on the bridge last night.
Beggar, where is this? Beggar in Abuja or Beggar in Lagos? Where exactly are you talking about?
Beggar on the bridge, roundabout Beggar on the bridge. I am at Abuja. Beggar, they have Beggar on Abuja, on that bridge.
So people slept there, and people, that is the difference between, I keep saying this all the time, the difference between black people and white people. You people are risking your lives, coming out, leaving your families to come and protest for a better life for everybody. And some people are busy making money off it. Sometimes I ask God, some black people, where did you get them from? I don't understand why they're doing this. But we shall do all that we can this morning. We are putting the logistics in place to ensure that help gets to where it is needed. With the contributions that people are making, that help gets to where it is needed. As some of you may know, here in IPOB, we no longer come out to start to say, oh, we are raising funds and this and that. If you hear what we are saying and you are sufficiently touched or moved, you do something about it. Help is coming. And about our sister's question, of course, Loretta Onochie is going to suffer. They think that because I'm mentioning her name, they can now promote her to INEC commissioner. Mad people. On Sunday, I will shred them. All those idiots. I have a caller on the line. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, if you may, please.
Good morning, Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu.
Good morning to you.
I'm calling from California.
From California, give us your name, please.
Yeah. My name is David Mwabo. I'm calling from California.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Mazi, I was speaking to my friend lately because I'm from rural Ijato North, right? I was speaking to my friend and he's telling me that the Janjaweeds are occupying Obin's area. They even came into World Bank where my family lives. They came into World Bank and they are riding bikes everywhere, and their movements are shaky. Because I was watching the news where the governor was talking about bringing Fulani herdsmen and bringing all these Fulani people into one Nigeria. My question is, what are we doing to dissolve these people from the east? And then the second question is about the 1 million march in Washington, D.C. Are we still going to have the 1 million march in Washington, D.C.?
Yes, I hope it is going to be a victory march. And considering what the Janjaweed are doing around Obins, it is a very special program that I'm going to do on Sunday in a few days' time. So I do recommend that people tune in and listen to it. I have people here telling us that, I don't know, most of our platforms doesn't seem to be working. I don't know what is wrong. I have no idea, but I will try and look into it. But we are live at least on some platforms. I believe that YouTube is working. I don't know if our satellite is working. And we are live on my Facebook page and a few other places as well. I think people are hosting watch parties. People should go and join them there, please. And stop complaining and listen to this very broadcasting. So, my dear brother, the people around Obins, the Fulani Janjaweed, they'll be dealt with in a little while. They will be dealt with. Don't worry about that. That is number one. And number two, our march next year is going to happen still the same June of 2021. We're going to converge upon Washington. We are going to descend on Washington. But what we are concerned about now is the brave men and women out on the streets who are protesting. Everybody who can should please send help to them. I'm not asking anybody to send money to them. Organize people that will cook. Contract picketers who will be cooking to, like, you know, when they run marathon, along the route of the marathon, you have people giving away free bottles of water and all the rest of it. People who make, what's it called? Is it pure water? Should be contracted as well to line the routes or to go to the areas where people are demonstrating to make sure that they are provided whatever relief they can at this point in time. That is what everybody needs to do. If you cannot join them, you do something. If you know you cannot join the protest, try and support them in whatever or through whatever means that you think you can. Very, very important, and thank you very much for your call. We have taken note of it. Those of you in the diaspora should begin to do this immediately. You should begin to organize yourselves and see what you can do to support those who are at home, people who are fighting for your future. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? You're on WhatsApp. The world is listening. Your name and where you are.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
My name is I'm calling from Hong Kong.
From Hong Kong. Thank you very much, Nnamdi. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Actually, the question I'm about to ask now may be different from what you are saying now.
Go ahead.
The question has been bothering my mind, but I just want to get a clearer answer.
Go ahead.
It's about Aburi Accord.
Yes.
Before Ojukwu declared for the Biafra war, when Ojukwu and Awolowo went for Aburi Accord and make peace and everything, but at the end of the whole day, Awolowo betrayed the trust and also do another thing. So the question I want to ask, after all these people that came around during the meeting and the peace talk, and they see that Awolowo has betrayed or have done another thing, what did they do when they say that war has broken up between Nigeria and Biafra? What did all these countries and all these people that were present in that meeting do? That is the question I want to answer.
They did nothing. They went on to support Nigeria and to fight against Biafra for the simple reason that Britain created everybody from Ghana to the rest of them. You know, the Commonwealth, so to speak, belongs to Britain. So after the Aburi Accord, what they did is to say that, you know, the restructuring, this restructuring they're clamoring for now, that Ojukwu negotiated with Gowon should not stand because it will make Biafra land very, very strong economically. And I want people to listen to this and listen very carefully. Before the incident of Aburi Accord, or before the massacre of our people, before Britain, some of you may be shocked, before Britain advised Fulani to kill Biafran people in the north, the Biafran economy was the fastest growing economy in the whole world. I did not say in Africa. I didn't say in West Africa. I did not say in Nigeria. I said that the economy of the eastern region under Dr. Michael Okpara was the fastest growing economy on this planet Earth. Britain wanted to stop it. Britain realized that a confederacy, a system of regionalism, so to speak, as they have in Britain today, if you practice it in Nigeria, then that the eastern region will overtake everybody. Britain instigated the riots in the north. I am making a direct accusation that the program in the north started as by virtue of British intervention. And I'm going to prove it this morning because they are doing something right now, this very minute as we speak. So Britain is in control, and you know we are black people. We believe that a white man is God. We believe that anything a white man says goes. So when Britain said to the rulers of Ghana, what you must do is to support Nigeria, they had no choice. It was only Julius Nyerere and a few other people that said no, that Biafra must be supported. You need to understand that. Now, Britain took it upon themselves, as they're doing right now, this very minute. They took it upon themselves to fight Biafra. And that was what happened. Britain convinced Russia to supply arms to go on, convinced other people to join. Even Egypt, as an Islamic country, went and fought for the Zoom that was being controlled by the Janjaweed. That was exactly what happened. That was what happened. They went, because then the world had no conscience. And you remember then that Radio Biafra was broadcasting and people were not really hearing what Ojukwu was saying or the strategies that were being put in place to try to gain us victory at that material point in time. We depended on BBC. That is why BBC is evil. That is why, our people don't learn. We don't learn from history. BBC was instrumental in the destruction of Biafra. BBC was instrumental, exactly what Facebook is doing today in the cover-up of the genocide. We lost 5.5 million people. Over 5 million people were slaughtered. BBC covered it up and said it's only 1 million children that starved. Our people don't learn. They don't learn anything. Even this huge, they don't learn nothing. When I see people praise BBC, I feel sorry for them. Because they were the ones that made us to lose the war. Because they sided with the enemy. They want us to die. They want us to perish. And as you're still on the line, I'm going to ask for 2 pictures to be posted on my page. Right now, concerning this very question you asked. I want to tell people that everything that is wrong in Nigeria is caused by the British. I want you to understand this. Do you know that Britain went to Bola Ahmed Tinubu and asked Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release his thugs to attack protesters? We have the pictures, and I want the picture to be published on my page this morning for the whole world to see. Do you know that Britain, that woman, Katrina Lang, that evil, wicked British woman in Abuja, the High Commissioner, that woman is the daughter of Jezebel. Right now, concerning this very question you asked, why don't you bring out your thoughts? You want to be the president of Nigeria in 2023. Why don't you bring out your thoughts to stop this thing before they collapse our business for us? And Tinubu duly obliged and brought out thugs. These thugs were attacking protesters and the police were standing there just watching. I want it published on my page this very morning. I want it published on my page this very morning. I want it published on my page this morning that the world may see it. That the world may see it. That the world may see it. I want people to understand what is going on. I want people to understand the hand of Esau. This British woman in Abuja, that woman is evil. She went to Lagos and she asked Tinubu, please bring out your thugs to go and attack the protesters, and they did. That's the handiwork of Britain. People don't understand who they are. Their hatred for us is unexplainable. They are the people that gave us Anglican Church. Anglican Church, they brought Anglican Church to us. Look at the mess that everybody is in. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. Very sad indeed. Put the pictures on my page immediately. Put it there, the world may see it. They visit all of a sudden. Anywhere they go to, there is violence against people who want to better themselves. That is the British way, and I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Why is Britain behaving like this? Why is it that Britain has no conscience, I ask? Why is it that Britain must behave this way? Where is this hatred coming from? Where is this wickedness from Britain coming from? Why must you go to Bola Ahmed Tinubu and ask him to unleash his tongues on people who are protesting? What is wrong with Britain, I ask? What is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? Very sad indeed. Very, very sad. The next caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling us from before I go and play some messages that people are sending, please. Your name and where you're calling from, if you may.
Good morning, my leader.
Good morning to you. You're calling from where?
From Dublin.
From Dublin. Thank you very much. Please go ahead. We are listening. What is your name? Adeola? Adeola, please. Thank you very much. Go ahead. We are listening. Adeola, go ahead. We are listening.
Yes, I'd like to commend your efforts, sir. You're doing a great job. I really, really appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Continue to bless you. God will continue to bless you.
Thank you.
Continue to uphold you. And I want to commend Nigerian youth as well. They are doing a great job. This is very, very gladdening, to see them come out. You have always said that we need to stand up and fight for ourselves.
Of course.
But, yes, they've yielded to that, because I remember pre-industrialization, before then and after then, people stood up and then fought for themselves,
yes,
against the corrupt masters and all of that, and they never relented. They kept on because there was so much pressure, and then money going around everywhere, and trying to sabotage whatever people are doing for their freedom. because they stood, they fought, they won the battle. So I want to advise Nigerian youth not to relent. They should continue with the fight, because at the end of the day, the victory is going to be achieved if they don't relent. Because when you do that, when you relent or when you back down at a point, we all know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen. So I want to advise them to continue. Whatever support we can give, we will give. And I pray that the freedom we're talking about, because it's not just, like we said, it's not just about SARS, it's about Nigeria. That country is too big to be governed by different kind of people.
That is true.
Kind of ethnic group. That it is too big. It is too big. With the kind of people we are, that country cannot be managed with different kind of people. We need to be focused. We need our own people to. We need people to manage their own thing.
That is true.
Development's sake. So I want to appreciate everyone. And then, sir, I want to know. I don't know if what the problem is. Why our people are not, because sometimes, yes, the youth are, yes, they are doing a lot now. Why is it so difficult for those in front? I mean, the so-called leaders and the so-called politicians and all of them. Can't they see what is actually happening? Or why is it so difficult for them to move from where they are to another point?
Let me tell you why. I want to tell you why. Let me explain to you, my dear brother. Let me explain to you. I want to explain it to you so you understand it. Do you see these people on the streets now? These people protesting now, these young people protesting on the streets. The lives of their children will be better. Because what they are doing, they are not doing it for themselves. This is one thing people don't understand. They're doing it for their children. The generation that won independence, that Britain gave independence to because they didn't win anything, it was America that said to Britain, you must get away from Africa. All this colonial rubbish has to come to an end. Let me tell you something you don't know. The people that drank tea at Lancaster House and got independence did not fight for it. They didn't fight any guerrilla war. They didn't demonstrate. They didn't do anything. All they did, they kept attending meetings after meeting after meeting, drinking tea, drinking coffee, eating biscuits and all the rest of it until they gave them independence. They never fought for it. In life, anything you don't fight for, you don't value. And because they did not fight for it, when the white man now gave them power, after giving them free education, after giving them chicken and turkey to eat when they were going to school, after giving them employment, they did not know where to start from. They are mediocre. Let me tell you the truth. I don't care who they are. If you're in Hanese, in Pandev, in Afenifere, in this and this, I am not insulting anybody. I'm telling them the truth. They are failures. Let me tell you why these so-called elders are failures. In the 60 years of the existence of the zoo, do you have electricity? In 60 years. They claim they are intellectuals. They claim they are learned. They claim they studied everywhere in the world. Common electricity they cannot give you. They cannot build roads for you. They cannot even provide employment for you. And you know the worst thing? Even the industries that the likes of Opara and Awolo will build before these criminals took over, they destroyed all of them. Textile mill in Kaduna is gone. They destroyed it completely. Everything. People don't know that Leyland Darf was assembling their vehicles in that very zoo until they came in. Poggio was there. Dunlop was there. There was inward investment. There were companies. Even in Biafra land, there was Niger Steel. Still, the same thing they have been struggling to do in Ajokuta for nearly 40 years. They cannot succeed. I want people to understand that this present crop of leadership, they are hopeless. Hopeless, it doesn't matter if it is your father, your uncle, your what, they are useless. They cannot do anything for you. The people that will do something for all of us, you see these young people on the street, they are the ones chosen by God to lift us, all of us, out of the mess that Nigeria has become. Thank you very much for your call. Thank you very, very much for Thank you very much. And please go and tell the Yoruba community in Ireland to try and help those who are protesting at home. I want to know if the pictures have been published. Publish those pictures on my Facebook page. for people to understand the evil that I can't. What the British people, they are good people. I don't know the type of people they recruit into the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. I don't know where they got this Satan from, this woman, Katrina Lang. I don't know where they got her from. And I have no idea. I have no idea. Why is Britain doing this? Why would Britain go to Tinubu and ask Tinubu to bring out thugs on the street? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't. Very sad indeed. I want to go and play some of the messages. I promise people that I will play your messages this morning. I will try to play as many as possible. I have seen most of them, and I am they are plentiful. They are plentiful. They are plentiful. They are plentiful. But we are going to try this morning. Let us start from this very one. I don't know where this plentiful is coming from on this useless phone. Unbelievable. Let us play this very one, please, and see.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Biafra. Biafra. And Mazi and Kala and Canadian or Kenaro in a Mecca, Anya name a Yoffman. I must catch you, Kapiama, Chekowagi, Dukwagi, a Bobana. In a jet, Nechekwabina can deal with in he said. Please, I want to ask this question because.
People that everything that is wrong in Nigeria is caused by the British. I want you to understand.
Ask this question because protesters now they are doing these protesters and Nigeria this zone they are the way they are behaving. I'm thinking that after the protesters now, they will go house to house, begin to pick all these people. They are in front line of these protesters. And
They can't do anything.
If such thing started, what?
If they start speaking people, what they can't do that now, that era has come and gone. It won't happen. Go and pick who from where? Who are you going to pick? Let them go and pick now. Yeah, I didn't know. And you're going to pick them for what? I think there was a policeman yesterday who was saying, "Oh, we never knew you people are fighting for us." So only yesterday did you realize. I think I saw the clip. Yeah, I didn't know that you people are fighting for us. If they're not fighting for you, who are they fighting for? They are coming to their senses now. They are coming to their senses. I want to look for the messages that is up to. I have seen a few here, and I'm going to play them. Hello,
Mazi. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
From Enugu City,
Abba.
I salute you on the good work you're doing to us here, sir. Like seriously, sir. My question is this.
Opinion today is that I will like you to recommend, as we have been recommending those that are the streets protesting for our futures. So what I'm trying to say now is that whenever they come out, like you have already said yesterday, because I always follow your program. Day before yesterday, I follow your program before they disrupted it. You now say that you are going to start another program yesterday evening, which you did. Today again, you have started again. So what I'm trying to say is this. Whenever somebody or anybody tries to buy the influence of the protest that he or she is making a movement for them to make sure that whatever the youths are saying will be answered, or that the government are going to approve what they have already said. So please, what I'm trying to say to them is this. Anywhere you trying to say is this. Whenever somebody or anybody tries to buy the influence of the protest and buy whatever we are doing. So what they are going to do is this. Answered, or that the government are going to approve what they have already said.
Yes.
Let them go and make their demand by them. Go inside and negotiate with the whoever they go in there to do it. No, it must be with the crowd, like Umaye of River State did. Let the person come out and talk to the protesters. So the protesters will now tell him or her their own demand. They will negotiate. If they say they have already negotiated, then there will be a successful and complete implementation of what they have already negotiated before the people will now back up from the streets. I stay with you. Mazi, good morning and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. That is from Enugu. From Enugu. Thank you very, very much. Let us take one more, then we go to live calls as well. These are people that adhere to what we said. You can send in your questions and it will be dealt with. Nobody is the leader of this very protest. The people are the ones leading it on the ground. And the demands has to be coordinated everywhere. So the demand of people in Enugu is also the demand of people in Iguacha, the demand of those in Ilorin, the demand of those in Lagos, the demand of those in Abuja, the demand of those in Makurdi, anywhere there is gathering, anywhere people are protesting, the demands must be the same, or else they will buy off a few people. Let us take one more message, recorded message.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yes, I've been trying for how many years to get to you? Like, even if you check my dialing call, it's been sometimes 300 in a day. My trying to get you is very, very hard. So I thank you for this opportunity. I like this one, is very, very nice. So my leader, I have two things this morning. Number one thing is about Wazirike. Then secondly, it's about the social media bullies that is going on social media, mostly from our Biafra agitators. They are making things difficult to us. But first of all, let me go to Wazirike. There was a time Wazirike was host on EU or whatever meeting they had, that Fulani are not killing anybody. Fulani this. So I want the whole world to know that Wazirike is not the leader of anybody. That is nobody. Wazirike is. They have to meet Wazirike to discuss with him. I don't know whatever they are discussing with him.
Is BBC now? BBC though.
What I want to tell Wazirike
BBC.
is be careful, because very soon, we will drive him out of Igbo land. I am not IPOB member, but I'm a Biafran. My name is Ugochukwu Chikezie. I'm calling from South Africa, and I'm from Anambra State, Biafra land. And I'm not IPOB member, but I'm saying this for the sake of Igbos at large. Wazirike should be careful. Otherwise, we are going to chase him out of Biafra land if he doesn't take time. Then secondly, the social media bully, our leader is becoming too much. What these people do now is they go around, they go in front of their camera, they go in front of their phone or laptop, they gossip like women. Please, I am begging you in the name of God. How can we control all these things? Mostly, I'm saying mostly from Biafra agitators, even mostly from IPOB members. What they do now is to gossip. What they do now is to hijack the struggle and make it to become a social media bully. Please, I am begging you, please address this issue, because sometimes it makes me wet. It makes me cry.
Don't worry. You know, you have a lot of people everywhere. People want their opinions to be heard. People want their views to prevail. You cannot control what everybody does. Because even in Biafra, we're going to have a democracy. Some will dissent, some will agree, some will say A, others will say Z. That is how it is. You know, it is as long as everybody is working towards one outcome, which is a decent, viable society, then of course there is no problem. That is something that our people must understand, and that's the culture that we want to inculcate and build into our people. A lot of individuals are complaining this morning that our lines are not working as it should. But I assure you, everything is going to be fine. It happens. We are under attack, and rightfully so. Our enemies are not sleeping. Even within, they have bought over some people, even within, to be tampering with our systems. And I will catch them today. And I will dismiss them from IPOB on Sunday. Be rest assured. And I will do it live on air. Let us go and listen to what this person has to say before
Good morning. Good morning, Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, Ahmadike. You are blessed. You're blessed. Thank you for the good work you're doing. My name is Uche Chi Chukwu, calling from Canada. My question is there any way that an information can be passed straight from your stable about raising money or fund to assist the people that are protesting back home? Because as you can see, online, when you look online, especially on Facebook, you see a lot of people opening fake pages, using Biafra names and using your pictures and, your name as well. So if there is any way that you can announce or write on your page, like, these are the platforms or these are the various means whereby people can contribute, make their contribution, so that people will not be defrauded. It's going on. It's rampant online these days. I come across so many pages. Even there were ones that I joined, and when I saw what was going on, I had to exit, and because they were peddling some rumors and talking rubbish. And some making comments that are not, good to the ears, trying to dissuade people from following your leadership. And there was also another one I came across, I think Biafra in diaspora or something.
I think our people, my dear sister, thank you very much for your message. I think we spend too much time gossiping or listening to gossipers. They will always be there. Are you going to stop people from gossiping? Gossiping is older than man itself. Why are you people bothered with inconsequential rubbish? Why? Somebody opens a fake account and is talking rubbish and you're listening. You cannot say to the person, show me your face. Show me your face. I want to see who you are. I want to know who you are. What is your pedigree? When were you hired? Do you think the government will keep quiet? Of course, they're hiring people. If Britain can travel all the way to Lagos, if the British High Commissioner can fly from Abuja to Lagos to go and tell Tinubu to release his thugs to attack protesters, what do you think that the Janjaweed has been doing all these years? They have idiots who will work for them. Why do you people bother? If I spend my time listening to rubbish, do you think IPOB will be where it is today? If we had spent our years listening to rubbish, do you think people will be out on the streets today? Do you think that the sensitization we have done to warrant people to come out on the streets would have happened? Why do you people listen to rubbish? I'm asking you. Is anybody forcing you to listen to gossip? Is anybody forcing you? Why do you listen to them? Why do you even give them audience? Why are you bothered? Oh my God, our people. Is this how Biafra is going to be? Every gossip you listen to. The essence of education is to enlighten you sufficiently so you understand what to follow and what not to follow. Why are you following? There are newspapers in America. There is a National Enquirer, which for celebrities is for gossiping. This person did this, that person did that, that person did that. If you want that one, you go and buy. If you want serious news, maybe you read Washington Post or you follow Fox News or whatever. If you're serious, what is wrong with people? Why must you spend your time listening to gossipers and then you complain about it? Are they stopping us? Are they on the ground? Are they on the protest grounds in Biafra land? Are they there? You cannot see them there. You cannot see them. They are the likes of Wazirika and there's that pig in the creek. People are protesting now, coming out on the street asking for a change. Have they spoken? They cannot speak because they are working for the Fulani Janjaweed. Any day that BBC will put microphone in their face, they start talking rubbish, and you listen to such a person, you don't ask yourself a question. If this person is genuine, why are you not supporting those protesting? You claim you are genuine. You have an alternative. Float the alternative. Let us see. They cannot float it. You cannot see it, and you're busy listening to them. Are you not a fool? Our people serve in this yoji. Gossip. God forbid Satan. God forbid Satan. Let us listen to this.
May God bless you for your good work you are doing. May God bless you for educating us, for letting us to see what our Father did not show us or tell us. Or even those evil leaders do not let us to know about our right. I am grateful. My name is Afamefune Afako from Ibudu in Delta State in Biafra land. I'm based in Europe country, precisely Italy. My leader, you are doing a great job. My leader, God bless you. God will protect you and your family.
He said,
may you continue to push until we get our freedom. And our freedom is sure. Nothing anyone can do about it. My leader, my question is this. What is the interest of Britain in Nigeria? What do they have?
My dear brother is asking us what is the interest of Britain. Britain want to control you. They're taking oil and gas for free because there is no meter. Where they claim they are selling the gas, there is no meter. So Britain is making use of your brain. They love to have slaves. They love to have slaves. They love it so much. They love you to be their slave, to be serving them. They call somebody Lord. Lord. The same way you call Jesus Christ Lord is how they call people Lord in their house of lords. So you would think they're not human beings, they are from outer space. You know, when the man came speaking Lugard, he said, they asked him, what is your name? What's his name? He said, my name is Lord Lugard. People will, oh my goodness, you mean Lord like Jesus Christ? Yes, it's Lord Lugard. That's how they are. That is how they are. George Washington is actually an Englishman. Do you know that? Or descended from English parents. That is how that was how America became great, of course, with free labor from Africa for 250 years. They said they are tired of all this garbage, all this nonsense, Lord, this. Get out of this very place. They chased them away from America. They came to Africa, they found willing tools. Tinubu wants to be president and will do anything. That is what they always do. He used to be a radical before. All of a sudden, he is now an establishment person. All he wants is presidency so he can continue stealing and looting. Because here we tell people the truth. British interest is to control you forever and ever. They need slaves. They cannot compete with Germany. They cannot compete with Denmark. Those economies are flying. They are ahead of them. So they need a bunch of black niggers, a bunch of idiots to control in Africa. And Nigeria is a perfect example. And they created it. And that is what they're doing. That is what they're doing. Very sad indeed. Let us go and take a few live calls. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling us from.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Sir. My name is Faith Ogala Adobe Biafra Queen, the freedom fighter. My supreme leader, now God go bless you for the work you do. God go bless you. Really sure say you will fight for everybody. And anybody will not go understand this thing, they say they want to criticize you. Now you go kick out them and I will kill the person, I will punish the person. Imagine how I will kill the person because you are a great man. Thank you so much for what you do, sir.
Thank you.
My supreme leader, I want to ask concerning what they happen for Imo State because this Janjaweed Supreme Court, I see in write-up when not sweet me in my The thing, give me rest of mind because he said our brother Biafran's IPOB family that they are not going to be released from jail. They will stay for 2 years there, and at the same time there will not be process of Biafra land in that Imo state. Sir, please, I would like you to look into this because our Biafra land, will not be judged with all. You understand me, sir?
I do.
And again, I want to recommend the people where they for back home, where they protest, they come out. Nigerians, they don't wake up. Sorry, nigger people, they don't wake up. They have woken up today that I don't believe my eyes say they do what they do so. And also thanks to Radio Biafra. May God bless you, sir, because now what you create, now they bring this awareness to everybody. My God, they don't wake up, and I want to recommend them. One time they say they do well, and I made them know say now for their future, now for their children, now they do what they do so. Whether they be singer, whether they be celebrities, anything where they say they be, they get back account, they get money, they are still suffering. They see they suffer because they don't be carry their passport, pass and go anywhere. They see they intimidate them everywhere where they be. Whether you be whiskey or Abani or anywhere you be Davido, that still humiliation they see they get because country where you come from, you know they conducive, they decay. And sir, make I quick talk this one, make I come out so yeah, beg no versa. My people where they call our supreme leader, where they talk about gossip. I take God beg una wanna leave this platform alone. Not before gossip matter. Not before gossip. Because this now way forward, call him and tell him about a way forward. Not be the people where they gossip. Not be the people where they carry their platform or fake accounts or anything. More than the men what they carry on here. I take God beg una. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Any idiot who makes reference to gossip will be blocked, and we will not have anything to do with that such an individual again. People should stop being stupid. Are you going to stop gossip? When Biafra comes, is gossip not going to be there? People always gossip. Igbo men gossip more than any other group of people on the face of this very earth. They gossip because they are very envious and very jealous by nature. That is the way they are. Anything they can do in life to get ahead, they will do it. Somebody can go and take the mother or the grandmother to do rituals to become rich. That's all that matters to him because he's competing with his friend he went to secondary school with. The friend has a Jeep and he must ride a Jeep. Anything he can do to buy a Jeep, he will do it. Such human beings will always be there. But we outnumber them by over 1,000,000 to 1. So that inconsequential, don't bring stupid gossip, what you listened to, what you heard somewhere. And I'm warning everybody doing live broadcast. If you know you are doing live broadcast, you're on video, analyze the news and the issues, attack the zoo and those making our lives miserable. Don't discuss individuals. This is my final warning to anybody. If you feel you have arrived and you can now start discussing individuals, you'll be out of this place. Discuss the issues in question and don't stop talking about people. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
My contribution is this. My advice to the people, we that in the streets, we over here in Europe, we are waiting for our own day. We are waiting for our own time. Any day you give an about how to end Nigeria now and to us. We can't tolerate it anymore. We cannot do it. They are going to remain here. We will also have him. We respect him a lot. But in this case, I should stay clear. I'm going to wait his leg after we are still waiting for that question. I should stay clear. He's a man we love so much. But let him stay clear. We are going to fight this battle in Nigeria. We are going to fight this battle here in Europe. These people can never go free this time. And the war for the civil
Thank you very much, my dear brother, and well spoken. I concur with everything you have said this very morning. Well spoken, well spoken. I am at a loss as to why some of our platforms are not working. It worked last night, so why is it not working this morning? I don't know if this can be put down to entirely external attacks. I think somebody somewhere controlling or has access to what we are doing has taken money from the zoo to be tampering with it. So I am making a public announcement now. After my program this morning, I will appoint a new team to take over our software management, because this very sabotage is coming from within. It is no longer outside. I broadcast last night. I have checked all the systems. My systems here are okay. They are going out. But somebody may have taken money from Loreto Noche inside IPOB to frustrate what we are doing. I'll discover who you are between now and Sunday, and I will sack you live on mad people everywhere. If you know you are part and parcel of our software systems that transmits our message to the whole world, I am placing you on notice between now until the end of this program. Once I finish, you must tell me what is wrong with our systems. If you cannot tell me, you cannot do this very job. I hate nonsense. I am not a nigger. I am not and can never be. I solve problems. I solve them. I get to the bottom and I solve it. That is my orientation. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? This caller, please. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Good morning, Mazi. My name is Chukula. I'm calling from California.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead. We are listening.
Yes, what I want to advise is this. Sir, you have really lectured us, and what you have been doing to the world is what is happening right now in the zoo. You have to open it at people's eyes. Now, the only people that are still dumb are the outsiders. So I want to advise, if there can be an outside interpreter for your programs, so that somebody will be lecturing them the true meaning of where they are, so that when these things are happening, they will not be against the others. If they can be, maybe on the program, there will be outside interpreter who can be interpreting in outside, because that is the only language they understand. We, the Southern, we can understand the English, but they don't understand it. If somebody can be interpreting it for them, so that they will be enlightened. So when these things are happening, they will be also joining, because right now they are against. Because the Fulani has already blinded their eyes. They are against. But when they understand what is going on, they'll be able to join what is happening and know that truly they are under bondage, under Fulani gentleman bondage. That's my advice.
Thank you very much.
That's the only thing I want to say. You
Thank
have
you.
done a great job, and keep it up.
And remain blessed yourself. I want to let people know that we have a Hausa service. So most of the things that we preach on this platform is related to them in Hausa language. We do have a Hausa service, and that Hausa service is doing miracles, is doing wonders. Don't forget, we have a transmitting station in Kanu. We have some also in Abuja. Don't forget that. And it is not a coincidence that as soon as Radio Biafra went to the north and also went to Lagos on a consistent basis, people have now decided to rise up spontaneously, and we salute them and we salute their courage. I have another caller on the line on WhatsApp live. Please give us your name and where you're calling us from. I understand that our systems are back on, but it doesn't excuse all those who are managing our systems. All of a sudden, our system is back on because I told him I'll find out who is responsible and I will sack the idiot live on air on Sunday. I don't give a damn who you are. I'm broadcasting and you're tampering with our system. And I'm blaming outsiders, whereas it is somebody inside who is doing it. Cannot say sitting here, what type of rubbish is doing it? Thunder fire the idiot. The caller on the line, can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? No, they are wasting our time. They did not pick up the call on time. The caller on the line, no, I think you may have spoken. If you have called us before, please don't call again. There is no need for it. If you have spoken live on air, before allowed us to speak to. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are, if you may. He is not responding. He is not responding. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Your name and where you are, please. The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Please go ahead. And remove your phone from speaker. Remove it from speaker. Remove it from speaker. Remove it from speaker, please.
Yes. I'm from Benue State, of the local government, Igede, Biafra land.
Thank you. And where are you calling from?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling you from UAE.
From UAE. And what is your name again, please?
From UAE.
And what is your name?
My name is Oboni Joseph.
Thank you very much. Please go on. We are listening. Go on.
My question is this. Do you create any awareness for Igede people to be in support of this Biafra? Because I have two uncles. During Biafra war, Nigerian soldiers came to our land. They took two of my brothers to Ikeja. Then they made them the soldiers to fight against his own people, which is Biafra. So my advice is to create a radio station in Igede. At least if they don't have data to listen to you, they can listen to you through FM. So please help us with that, so that they will be aware of what is happening and the way you are fighting for us. Please. And my second question is this. I listened to your broadcast 3 months ago. You talk about Olisametu, that if Aisha Buhari did not release him from detention, that he will do something beyond remarkable. And up to this moment, I did not hear anything concerning him, or you saying anything concerning that. Please, I want you to delight me on that. These are my two questions, sir.
Thank you very much, and very important questions at that as well. We are going to establish a relay station in Igede land. We are going to do that. I promise you that before the end of November. Once we get the one in Daura to be talking, then the next place will be Igede, I assure you. And why did I stop campaigning or talking about Olisametu? Because look at the Ojus Okalo that we campaigned for and worked very hard, and he came out. What did he do? He is the one now telling us rubbish about Igbo presidency and all that garbage. Some of these politicians, you cannot trust them anymore. The two of them were in jail. We fought and fought and fought, and Ojus Okalo came out. It was Olisametu that was left. And we are fighting for him to come out. And the person that came out is the one now touring all over the place, telling us how sweet Nigeria is. The same people that put him in jail, how wonderful it is. So the warning came, you cannot trust these people. But that doesn't mean that we cannot fight for him. We shall fight for him. But there is what we say where we come from, Mandianese. You work for him and he comes and he starts to talk rubbish. Because anybody that I mention, they buy the person over. If I mention Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and I congratulate her, they invite her to Aso Rock. It is now about one Nigeria. Anybody that I mention his or her name, they invite the person, and the person is now one Nigeria, making a mockery of what we are doing here. That was what happened, and that's an honest and as a simple explanation as I can give to you. But I shall do all I can to make sure that he comes out, because he's a Biafran and he's suffering unjustly. But once he comes out now, maybe, who knows, he will go to Nigeria and start telling you how wonderful Nigeria is. So that is my fear. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very, very much for that call. Let us see if we can play a few messages, please. And I don't want any nonsense to do with gossip. I don't want to hear all that garbage, all that nonsense. Let us play one or two messages, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
My name is Chinedu Vitus Uroko from Enugu State, Biafra land. I'm sending a message to you from UAE. So, my leader, I'm so much happy and excited to send this message to you for all you have been doing. for the restoration of Biafra and for the liberation of the whole Africa from their captivity. May Chukwuka Biama continue to bless you.
Yes, sir.
And give you long life and prosperity to enjoy the fruit of your labor. So my question this morning, my leader, is, now we all are in support of Nigerian protest. The whole Biafra child are in support of Biafra protest, and the same protests are going on in Biafra land. And my question this morning is, when this protest and all their demand is being actualized by the Nigerian government, and they agree to do all they told them to do in this protest, what will be the next for Biafra restoration? Because
let me answer that question first. There is no way the Fulani Janjaweed can accede to the demands. They cannot. It is a revolution. Don't forget that. It is a revolution. It starts from one thing and it leads to another and it leads to another until the perfect outcome is attained. So they can never meet it. Never, ever, ever.
The whole world now are listening for the protest. And the whole world now are listening the way we support them. And that, my question is, what will be the next after all their demands have been done?
They cannot meet it. They cannot meet the demands. It's impossible.
And secondly, I thank all our people who came out for the protest. And I pray may Chukwuka will continue to bless them and protect them. And I want to explain some certain things for them. There's one of my friends here, the guy is from this UAE. I'm explaining what is happening to Biafra land, to him, and also what is happening in Nigeria during the time of this protest. He asked me about this Biafra land. Since Nigerian police and the force have been killing us, have we done anything? Have we killed anybody, or have we killed anybody since then? I told him we haven't killed anybody since they have.
I don't understand this type of question, my dear brother. I don't understand it at all, at all, at all. I just don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Have we killed anyone? What is that supposed to mean? To the hearing of the whole world? Amazing. The caller on the line, can you hear me? You are live and the whole world is listening. Give us your name and where you are, please.
Mazi, good morning from here.
Good morning to you.
I'm calling you from Nespret in South Africa.
In South Africa. Thank you very much. We are listening. Please go ahead.
Yes, Mazi, please, I would like to thank you for everything you are doing for dear friends. But there is a question I want to ask you, Mazi. People like Oshomole in Imo State, what he is doing and what he is advocating is very, very destructive to this movement.
You mean Uzodinma? Uzodinma you're talking about, the administrator of Imo State?
No, not I mean Owazurike.
Okay, the Oshomole of Imo State. Oshomole of Owerri.
Yes, Oshomole of Imo. Yes, Owerri. Yes. If you listen to him last time, he was advocating for the release of the guy who was trafficking our ladies in Libya, who was arrested. He was arrested in Turkey. So he was advocating, and this guy is the one who said clearly that he hates you 1,000%. And if he has opportunity to kill you, he's going to kill you. And our people are being killed in foreign land, but this Oshomole has never advocated for their release or for them to be taken care of. But he is advocating for this guy to be released, saying that his IPOB guys that are doing this to him. So this is what he is fighting for. So I don't know if there is any way we can tackle people like this, because if we allow this, he will continue destroying this struggle. That is number one question.
And listen very carefully to me. That is gossip and inconsequential. And I will tell you why it is gossip, because it's not going to bring about the coming of Biafra tomorrow. I want something that will give us Biafra. And I will advise you this very morning to stop listening to idiots like that fool who all he cares about is to build hotels and hostels and to make money. And he is the singular reason why our people developed deep skepticism for Biafra because of the way that he behaved. And I don't want us to be mentioning his name. He's inconsequential. Don't mention his name on this platform because it doesn't matter. He does not matter. It doesn't matter. They said birds of the same feather, they flock together. All the kidnappers, all the idiots, all the human traffickers, they all belong to one camp. Our concern is to restore Biafra and to restore it imminently. That is why we are here, and that's what we are going to continue doing. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling us from? No, they cannot connect with us. The next caller has been taken. Your name and where you are, please.
Good morning, Oyisi.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you are, please.
My name is Chizwaba Ezom. I'm calling from Denmark.
From Denmark, please go ahead.
My leader, I want to talk about the Okozo SARS.
Yes.
Because the Obiano government need to allow journalists to go and investigate that place. My leader, according to people that have lived that, the Okozo people, they say every night they hear gunshots. In fact, gunshot now is just like they are used to it. Every night they hear gunshots there. And the people they kill are young ones. If you're more than 30, they let you go. The people they kill are 20s because their organs are very strong. Very, very active. They are not really, it's not really so dead to like being weakened. So they need to, Obiano government need to allow journalists who want to go and investigate that place. They refused. Obiano government need to allow journalists to go and see that place. We need to have the pictures of that place to see how it is. Particularly the pit that is behind the building. We need to know how that place is. So that is it. Also, those people, the SARS members, we need to see these faces. It's not only James Wanford. There are other ones again. We need to see their faces that have committed this serious crime. They have committed this murder in Biafra land. We need to see this. And because if at the end of the day we allow this, if we allow this to go now, that means these people will not, the same people, the government will still use them. So we need to see their face. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, my dear sister, and I agree with you.